An harassment lawsuit filed against Greenville County Sheriff Will Lewis.
Now, over the weekend, attorneys for both Lewis and Savannah Neighbors, his former employee, filed responses to a judge's recommendation that some portions of the lawsuit be removed. In those responses, for the first time, we're learning more about who could eventually end up paying for it all.
Our Aaron Rogers joins us now here at the 7 on Main studio with more of those details. Aaron.
Well, Gordon, with everything that was revealed in the responses that came out Friday, it's very possible that Greenville County taxpayers could fit the bill for the lawsuit.
I did have a consensual encounter.
An admission of what happened at this Charlotte hotel between Sheriff Will Lewis and his former employee Savannah Neighbors almost a year ago. A trip that spurred this lawsuit when Neighbors claims she was sexually assaulted. Currently, the 11th Amendment protects the sheriff from legal action.
It says you can't sue a state. Well, the reason that is because ultimately the state writes the check.
But Neighbors' attorney here in this response says that shouldn't apply to this case, specifically where sex was involved.
This is the first time that we've really seen that the county sheriff's office lawyers have said that he may not have been acting basically as sheriff, he could have been acting as Will Lewis.
Which is where there's an issue.
Well, if they were acting outside the scope and course of their employment, insurance reserve fund's not going to pay.
That specific fund pays for police if any problems come up. But if he wasn't acting as the sheriff during any sexual encounter, then
the people of Greenville County could get stuck with the bill for this.
Because any fees that need to be paid would most likely come from the general fund. But attorney John Reckenbile told me the case still really comes down to sexual harassment in the workplace.
The focus should be is what was the environment like when they were working? Was he constantly demanding? And those are the allegations that I think have a lot more weight than some sort of sex that was taking place in Charlotte.
So the key issue here is whether or not the allegations in the lawsuit were the sheriff acting as sheriff or as himself individually. And then does it come down to either the state or the county is going to pay if he were to lose a lawsuit? Is that it, or those are the only options?
So that is, you said it, kind of the big key is if he was to lose the lawsuit, that's the only time this would come into play. But yeah, so either the insurance reserve fund would pay that settlement or whatever that may be if he were to lose, or from what the attorney said, it would be the general fund.
So even if the court says that this is Will Lewis acting as an individual human being, not as the sheriff, he's not going to be liable if there is a settlement in this case. It would be taxpayers.
That is what the attorney said.
Wow. Okay. Aaron Rogers.
Yeah.
That's a lot to learn. Thank you.